I get my paper?
I don't understand.
Where do you have a pen?
No, I'm joking. Act normal, guys.
It's videotaping.
This is me.
Yeah, you should have a paper, pencil, pen out. We're going to start with this question. Okay. We're using our is over of percent formula. Okay, part whole to part whole. Solve these questions. Alright. So we'll start with number 4. Look at number 5. I need somebody to read the first one. Yeah.
Mr. Mason decided to trade in his old mountain bike for a new one. The bike shop told him they would give him 42% of the price of the old one, or $226.80 towards the new one. What was the price of Mr. May's old mountain bike?
Okay, so we need to figure out the price of Mr. Maine's old mountain bike. So we're going to use our percent formula, is over of percent over 100. We have to figure out which is the part, which is the whole, so we can find out what we're looking for. So the first part, what is the part, what is the whole, what goes where? So we can solve this question. Siani.
The 42% goes 30% is, and 226 goes to is.
Why does the 42% always go over 100 though?
Because it's a part of 100.
Alright, so since percent is part of 100, 42 is always over 100. It's our percent. Where does the $226.80 go? Is it the part or is it the whole?
Part.
Why do you say it's a part?
Because it's not the full price of the new mountain bike.
So they won't give them the full price?
No.
You don't think so? What do you think, Jessica?
I think it's because it says, if you look on the census, in the census it says the bike shop told him they would give him 42% of the price of the older, or 226.80. So the reason why I think it goes on the is part I should say, is because it's basically saying that it's 42%, but in like
40% and 20. Alright, then what do you think?
also because 226.80 isn't right after of.
They're saying because it's not right after the word of, it might not be the of. Alright. Does anybody disagree? I was going to say. So we're saying $226.80. Well, if you owned a bike shop and somebody brought their old mountain bike in and they want to exchange it to get a new mountain bike, you're now creative, would you give them the full price of what they paid for their old mountain bike?
No.
Anybody do that?
No.
Like, I paid $600 for this mountain bike. Can I get $600 for it? And I was like 5 years old. And would anybody do that?
No.
No. So logically, in real life, they would only get part of the price to use to pay for their new mountain bike. So we're looking for how much he originally paid for. mil. So how do we solve our proportion? How do we solve this? All right, Jeff Carr, how do we solve it?
Do 226.8 times 100 divided by 42.
All right, we'll write an equation. All right, so if we do that, what do we get, Jaskar? Sure, you can use calculator. So Jaskar says $540. Anybody disagree with that? Everybody's okay with that? All right. So if we were to think, if we were learning about percents, we learned that we could figure out that a percent is part of a whole. We don't need the is and the other, the percent sign. Remember, we're making two equal ratios, making a proportion. So really, all we're doing is finding out what's missing in our proportion. It should be $540. The is and the other is there just to help you figure out where things go. That's why we use them. Let's try another. Will somebody read a problem about the news? Philip.
The news reported that 6,435 votes were cast in the last city election, and that this represented 65% of the eligible voters in the city. How many eligible voters are in the city?
All right, good question. So I need someone to tell me what you know and where it belongs in our formula. Sanaja.
So we know that 65% of the eligible voters voted in the election.
Okay.
And we know that 65% of the voters is 6,435.
So if we know that, where do you think the 6,435? There you go.
Is?
So you're saying right here. So we got 15 seconds. Turn to talk and discuss why 6,435 votes were smashed quick.
Actually, no, that's only part of it. How is 65%? What
Well, because it said that it
Five,
represents
4, 3, 2, 1. Does anybody disagree with Thurston I should put 6,435? Everybody is okay where it is? Wait, somebody disagrees. Why do you say the other?
Because the total was 6,435, and then you're trying to find out which percent of voters are in the city.
Does anybody else have anything to think about that? To say about that? So then we agree with Siani, we agree with Sinai. So So raise your hand if you agree with CI. Raise your hand if you agree with Sinatra. So, why do you agree with CI?
Because, because I think I got it.
Hold on, you're thinking. So, Janelle, why do you agree with CI?
Because it's saying that in the questions it's in the beginning it says that they usually put it at 6,235 volts, so I think it might be that like I think it might be the total.
Right. So let's solve it this way. Let's go with what CI said. And see how it turns out. So if we solve this, we're going to figure out how many voters we have in the city. Alright, so let's solve it. So what do we get? See, since we use yours. Where maybe Alexander, since you supported her.
And 4,182.7500.
Can you repeat that, please?
4,182.7500.
Can we have 0.75 or 75 hundredths of a person?
No.
Okay. If our question is asking how many eligible voters are in the city, if we have only 4,182 and 75 hundredths voters in the city, and they have made 6,435 votes.
Please excuse the interruption. Ms. Wallace, please report to room 902. Ms. Wallace to room 902. Thank you.
Could we have more votes than there are people eligible to vote?
Yes.
Why do you say yes? So I don't think we can. Right? We can't have more people vote, more votes than there are people able to vote or allowed to vote. So I think maybe we have to go with some ISO choice. So if we do that, what do we get this time? Damien.
You get 9,100.
So 9,500.